Good afternoon. We're live again. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. Let's see. Kumar, hey, what's up, dude? Sorry I've not attended your streams for a long while. That's okay, Kumar. Yeah, man, I don't expect anybody to attend any of my streams, you know? So, I mean, people got lives, you got a life, you know? Like, you got... Yeah, man, no need to apologize, but good to see you. How you doing? Life treating you well? All right, here we go. So I've done step 1, I've done step 2, I've done step 3 now. Now I need to identify myself is what I need to do next. So let's go ahead and open up NeoVim here. Hello, Butterscotch. How are you? Kumar, doing good. Currently working with MCP servers on OpenAI SDK. Last month's update by OpenAI. Oh, I didn't know they added MCP support to their SDK. Let me take a gander at this. OpenAI MCP SDK. That doesn't look like the right thing. Oh, maybe it is. OpenAI's Agents SDK. Agents SDK. Is this what you're talking about, Kumar? Oh, nice. That's cool. Well, it's cool they have like support for it out of the box in their SDK. That's really cool. Yeah, man, that's awesome, Kumar. That's very cool. I haven't worked with OpenAI a ton. I've worked with Anthropic's API and Anthropic's SDK way more than OpenAI's. But that's very cool, man. How's it going? Are you having fun? Having a good time? Building anything in particular? Hello, Stefan. How you doing, man? It's Python first. Okay. Yeah, you know how, I mean, I'm sure you've heard me express my feelings about Python. Which is not really negative. Like, I don't really have negative feelings about Python. I just have avoidant feelings about Python. But I've actually been writing a little bit of Python each evening because I started working my way through that Build a Large Language Model book again. I picked that up the last 2 or 3 nights, and so I've been writing Python, but I don't know. I don't gravitate towards it yet. But I feel like if I want to be knowledgeable about ML and AI things, I sort of need to get over that. Stefan, how are you doing? I'm doing good, man. Yeah, since I saw you this morning, just work and more work, and now I'm taking lunch, and I'm going to do something fun for the next hour, hang out with you guys, and then finish off the workday. I do have somebody coming. They told me that he would be here like around 3 o'clock to look at our floors. We've had some issues with our floors in our apartment, So there is a potential I either have to leave the stream early or be interrupted at some point. But we'll come to that when we get there. I have not gymmed yet today. I've gone for a couple walks, but I have not gymmed yet. Today will be, let's see, yesterday I did push. Well, I've kind of been doing total body workouts. I've been doing like 3 total body workouts or 2 total body workouts and then an upper and a lower day. So yesterday I benched, deadlifted. I basically did horizontal push-pull and then deadlifted. And today I'll probably squat and do vertical push-pull is what I'll do. Kumar, but everyone loves Python syntax. There's no 2 views on that. You think? I don't know, man. I like my curly braces and I like my semicolons. I feel they make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. And when there's no curly braces and semicolons, I feel lost. I know it's very dramatic. Let's see, Stefan, I'm gonna head off to sleep in like 20 minutes prop. Can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, get your sleep. Tomorrow's bench day. Nice. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. I did 315 for like 5 sets of 3. I was feeling strong, you know. I've been doing reverse grip bench press just for fun with the Talon grip that you taught me, and that's been fun. I haven't really pushed the weight on it much, but I've just kind of been trying to get comfortable with the grip and the weight in my fingers. I kind of have small hands, so the bar in between my fingers actually is not the most comfortable, but it's been good. Tolu, shaved my head again. It's really easier than long hair like 25x. Yeah, I've never shaved my hair. I've always had pretty short hair, except for like a period of time in like 6th and 7th grade. I had pretty long hair, like past my ears type hair. But yeah, short hair is much less maintenance. Arkin, hello Arkin, how are you doing? Good to see you again, man. Stefan, I also do it for fun. Yeah. It's just it's interesting. Like I've always wanted to do more reverse grip bench pressing, but like it just kills my wrists. But using the Talon grip feels much better. So I'll forever be thankful for Stefan for teaching me the Talon grip. Okay, so today what I'm going to try to do with this Discord journey that I've been on is I'm going to try to implement the next step of the process here, which is I need to identify my app to Discord. So I need to send a payload that looks like this. It's got token, properties, intents. Yeah, so I need to do this. All right, so first things first, I don't want to leak my token to you guys. So I'm going to need an app settings.json file. This is how C#, any kind of configuration in a C# app nowadays is going to use an app settings file, or you're going to override using environment variables in the app settings file, but I'm just going to use app settings for now. Let's see, and I want to add that to my gitignore app settings.json, and then let's see, I have something called Discord client options, so I'm just going to mimic that in here. So we'll have an object that will be Discord client options. This will be another object, and we're going to have app URL, I think that's what I called it. And then we're going to have app token And then we're going to have intents. Yep. Let's see, we can get this from in here. Let's see, and then the app token, I'm just going to put token for now in here. Which this doesn't really matter for what I'm doing. All I need to do though is I need to be able to say var config equals new configuration builder. Want to add that using. I think I need a separate file for this, or separate package. Let's see, add JSON file extension C#. Kumar, I love curly-haired girls. I agree with you, dude. Curly brackets are great. I curly brackets, curly-haired girls. That seems weird. Was that an autocorrect thing? Indian versus Pakistan. Which one you support in war, dude? That's like just coming in hot with the political stuff. Yeah, I don't really have a side to take in that war. Ark and Steven, thanks to you and your gym stream, now I have started workouts. You directly saved my life 20 years down the road. Thanks, Steven. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear that you're lifting and working out, man. That's great. Croatia coder, what config are you using? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, Croatia. Are you talking about for NeoVim? Because if you're talking about for NeoVim, which also the username's great, the Croatian coder, I love that username. If you're talking about my NeoVim configs, I can send you the link. It's just my own configuration. Hello, Ducky Dev. How are you doing? Arkin, do you remember I said to you guys talking gym shit made me lift some dumbbells? I don't know if I remember that, but I think it's cool that you're interested in lifting now. Kumar, so true. I started gym after watching Steven did. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome. That's cool to hear, Kumar. That's very cool to hear that people have started working out, whether it's because of me or not. All right, let me actually, that might be interesting. People might actually be interested in my NeoVim configs. I'm going to add that as a Nightbot command. Let's see. Nightbot command. New command. I'm going to call it NeoVim. And I'm going to say here are my NeoVim configs. Shriv. Hi, Steven. Eat, sleep, repeat. Yep, pretty much, man. I wake up, family, coffee, work, code, sleep, do it again. It's a good life, man. I'm a lucky guy. Here are my NeoVim configs. There we go. Create. Oh, actually, NeoVim should be capitalized, shouldn't it? NeoVim. Yeah, it should be capitalized. Here are my NeoVim configs, and then GitHub link. All right, cool. So that's a new command. So now, if you're interested, if you ever like, hey, what's your NeoVim configuration? You can type ! NeoVim. And Nightbot will hook you up. Eat, sleep, code, repeat. Yeah, it's a pretty, I mean, that's a pretty good life, man. Ducky Dev, today I slept at 4 and woke up at 10. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I need kind of a normal sleep schedule. I can't do the nocturnal stuff. Catches up with me these days. Cyber Playground. How long did it take you to hit 1,000 subs? Like 10 years. I've had this channel for a long time, man. I think, let me look at my last, I can tell you when my very first video was posted. Let's see. It's taken a long time to get to 1,000 subs. Videos, oldest, 8 years ago. It's taken me 8 years to get to 1,000 subs. Cyber Playground. It's the long game. Jetta, that the old blue Yeti? Yeah, well, yeah. This is a blue microphone, the Snowball microphone. It's not the Yeti though, because I think the Yeti's the one that has like an actual cylindrical body. Yeah, I bought this. I don't know. My oldest kid is 9, and I've had it way longer than him. I got it at Best Buy for like $50. Butterscotch, miss my chat. What'd you say? We have war mock drill tomorrow, but I'll be busy improving my NeoVim config. I don't know, man. I think I would probably pay attention in the war mock. That sounds important. Ducky Deb, you were doing gym content. Yeah, I was doing a lot. I was basically just doing like vlog content for a long time on this channel. And then I had another channel. That predates my personal channel called Freeborn Training Systems. This channel predates this one. And this goes back 13 years. So like the very first videos I made were pretty much just instructional videos. And then at some point I stopped just posting instructional videos, and at some point I started posting actual content. Let's see when that happens. Here we go. 11 years ago, I started posting other content besides just instructional stuff. But yeah, I've been making content on YouTube for a long time across a couple different channels. And I don't know why recently with the coding and the programming content, people have started subbing, but you know, I've always just made content about stuff I'm interested in. Sharif, have you had a chance to explore the semantic kernel framework or any agentic frameworks in C#? So I've done a little bit of work with semantic kernel, actually. I can actually show you a repo. Yeah. This is a bunch of code I wrote just exploring semantic kernel, and this was almost a year ago now. Yeah, semantic kernel seems great. Microsoft actually has a newer version, a newer package called it's like, let me see if I can find it. Microsoft AI Abstractions. This is a little bit higher level API that makes it a little bit easier, even than I think semantic kernel. So you might check. I haven't used it, but from the demos I've seen, this seems even more straightforward than semantic kernel. Stefan, I hate rats. I don't know what you guys are doing. I've lost control of the chat. I have no idea what's going on there. But But yeah, I think semantic. I mean, going back to what was it Kumar that asked? I think Kumar was. No, Shriv was the one that asked about semantic kernel. I think semantic kernel is great. Um, I do think, in my opinion, though, I do think it makes much more sense to not have. Like, I think something like MCP makes way more sense than having each language or each platform or runtime develop its own abstractions. I feel like having something that lives above language specific implementations is what's going to make the most sense, right? So I'll be interested to see how things like semantic kernel or LangChain, I'll be interested to see how those things evolve as things like MCP evolve. All right, I need to find this NuGet package. Add JSON file extension. What package is this in? Microsoft extensions dot configuration. NuGet Microsoft dot extensions dot configuration. Yep, here we go. So we're gonna do this. Let's get a new terminal window going on over here. Make this a little bigger. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get this done today. I've spent too much time talking already. Add JSON file. I already have that. Microsoft extensions dot configuration. Oh. I need this dot JSON. There we go. There we go. Now everybody's happy. Okay, yep. This should not be optional. And I don't care if it's reloaded on change. Let's see. I want to build it. You went from 1,000 to 1.k subs in almost no time. I'm still waiting for the 1,000 sub celebration. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do a 1,000 sub celebration at this point. I guess we need to do a 2,000 sub celebration if we ever get there. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why people sub. But they just continue to sub. Kumar, guys, Windsurf versus Cursor. Which one should I buy? I honestly don't know. I've not used either of them, so maybe someone in the chat can help. Arkin, the real subscribers are the friends we made along the way. Butterscotch says Neovim. Neither, Neovim. See, Cyberpunk. I bought Windsurf, but I think Cursor is solid. Yeah, the only one I've had experience with is Copilot Agent Mode. I still think Copilot's the best AI product currently on the market, in my opinion. It's the most useful, I think, from a coding perspective. Kumar, my manager wants me to use agents, so no Neovim. So Kumar, you're actually getting feedback from your manager that he wants you to start coding with AI-enabled editors? That's interesting. I would actually like to hear more about that. If you don't mind sharing, Kumar. I've had somebody else express that sentiment in a different stream, but I'd be very much like, is it just so that you can get experience, or that so you can speak to it, or Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. A lot of cybersecurity risk associated with AI agents. I mean, there could be. I mean, I think it'd be less of a concern if you're doing something on your local dev machine. Or you just mean AI agents in general, not necessarily like coding with the agents. Yeah, for sure. For sure with AI agents, there's definitely there's a whole thing um, with security. But I think it makes sense though, because security always seems to be the last thing that matures in any new piece of technology, whether that's good or bad, right? I think part of it's just because it's difficult to imagine. It's difficult to imagine all the things that could potentially go wrong. All right, let's see. Item group, content. Yep. Not that. I think that's how you do that. Let's see, content, app settings, copy to output. Yeah, I think that's how it is. But I think this should be include. Okay, and let's go ahead and build real quick. .NET build. And then if we list bin, debug, net9. Yeah, and then we got our app settings there. Okay. So then we should be able to get whatever we put in that app setting file. So let's say program.cs. So we'll say var section equals config get section. And this will be name of Discord client options. And then we should be able to say section dot get value, right? Yeah, string. Say it's not null. Okay. All right, so with all that, this should still run. So let's see if this still runs. .NET run. Value cannot be null. Parameter URI string. Okay, so something's not getting read in. Let's debug this real quick. Whoops. How do I debug? PC. No, I don't need to rebuild. Debug, net9, Discord, playground, DLL. Okay, we're gonna step over. Oh god, the button's not even there. Okay, so we did get the token, but we didn't get the API URL or the intents. Wonder if that's just a key problem on my part. App URL. Oh, and I think I put API URL, didn't I? Yeah, this should be API URL. That's my fault. All right, we're connected. Okay, cool. So now I can read things in from configuration. And now I need to get the actual token. That's what we're going to use to identify. See ya, Stefan. I missed your message, man. Butterscotch, yeah, nowadays managers make you use AI agents / editors for boosting productivity. If you don't know how to use one, it make you a liability for them. Damn it, I can't flex my NeoVim. That's crazy if that's really what's happening. That's wild. First name. Do you think Discord's APIs will change with the new sale of the company? Oh, I didn't know. Or less if they removed APIs. I didn't know Discord had been purchased. That's news to me, first name. Discord being sold. Oh, it looks like they're just talking about IPOing it. But no, I don't. I could see their APIs changing, but their API is versioned, so I don't think you have to worry too much about it being an issue. Because even if they change the API, I'm sure the old APIs will have some sort of deprecation timeline. I can't imagine them removing it. It seems like there's a very big ecosystem built around their API, so I can't imagine them removing it. That seems like a bad business decision, but who knows? Ducky Dev says prob not. Yeah, prob not. I'm not too worried about it though. I mean, it's not what I'm doing here is not mission critical work. You know what I mean? Okay, so now that we have that squared away, this is not how I'm going to do this in production. This is just for this application, the testing that I'm doing. Let's see. And also, I'm just going to do for now. Okay, so then what I need to do is I need to represent this identity event. Let's see, Discord. Close this. Okay, so we have this heartbeat event. So I need to make another one that's called internal record identity. Identify event. And that's going to look like this. Ducky Dev, the new CEO of Discord is Human Sakai. I can't even pronounce his name correctly. He will replace co-founder Jason Citron, who will transition to a role as advisor to the CEO while remaining on the board. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I had no idea what was going on with Discord from a business perspective. I've only been like a heavy Discord user for the last like 3 months since I started making tech content on my YouTube channel, and my chat asked if we could have a Discord server. That's really when I started using Discord more. So this is all news to me. All right, I'm gonna copy, or I'm gonna actually duplicate this tab because I need to be able to see this data structure. Okay, so the first thing I need is, obviously, I need a public int op, which is always going to be 2. I'm going to add a note here. To do, we can probably have a base class for all events, then additional base classes for events that we receive versus send. All right, so there's op, and then I need, what else do I need? Then I need identity event data is what I need. So let's do internal record, or not identity. I don't know why I keep saying identity. Identity data. Identified data. And that's going to have, yeah, I think it's largely going to have these 3 properties. Seems like. Looks like there's some extra ones on here, but I think these are the 3 I need out the gate. Needs to be a collection expression, and then we need to also make internal record identify properties. Yep. Okay, these don't have $signs in them. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't need $signs. This is not discord.net. Let's just do assembly dot name. Is there like a, yeah, get name. Why wouldn't this have a name? Full name. There we go. Full name. Okay. Okay, I think with that all in place, now we're at a point where we can actually send this. Yeah, Bob says he doubts the Discord APIs will go anywhere. Chiton, hello Chiton, how are you? Caesar, what language is this? This is C#. C#. And it's pretty, C# pretty good language, man. If you're looking for a language to give a shot at, I would try C#. All right, so where do we need to identify? That's the question. Right here. This is where we need to identify. So the last thing we need to do here is we need to say await identify async and pump the and then now that we have an await call, we don't need to actually return task completed. We can just return. Yeah, okay. So this is actually pretty straightforward. I think we just create a new identity event and then we send it. So we'll say var e equals new identify event. And that is going to need, I'm actually going to create a constructor for this. Let's see. So we just need the token and we need the intents basically. And we might want to add other stuff, but for now that's all we need. So then go back to the program, or no, to the Discord client. This is going to complain now. Okay, and then this is going to come from the options that we passed in. So we have options dot app token, and then we have options dot intent. Actually, I think the intent is just a single integer. It's not an array, so we need to change that. That's kind of a unique thing about Discord's API. They actually do they do bitwise operations for the intents, and then they sum together the results of those bitwise operations. So this is going to be an int. Yeah. Let's see, Discord client, yeah, new, and then this actually needs, we need to sum them. Oh, whoops. There we go. Now everybody's happy. And then we just need to send the event, I think. Await, send JSON event. And I think I'm going to log that. Identity event sent. Yep, there we go. And then the identity event, once we send that, we should get something back from them. So once we identify, I keep saying identity. Once we identify, we should get a ready opcode, which indicates the handshake was successful and the connection is established. Shaitan, why did my message get disappeared? There may be maybe a filter or something. I know YouTube filters stuff. Caesar says, I want to follow you, but I can't. Are you talking to me, Caesar? You can just subscribe, I think. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Shaitan, is it raining there? No, it is not raining here. Harrison, hi. Hello, Harrison. Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream. All right, I need a token. And I need to do this securely so I don't dox myself as I try to put the token into my app settings. Let's see. Reset token. Your bot will stop working. Okay, that's fine. Yes, copy. Paste that in there. A new token was generated. Be sure to copy it. Oh, yep. I will copy. And then I'm going to do this off screen for a second. Let's see. App settings. Oh, guys, I think I'm gonna have to hop off here. The guys that are looking at my floor are here, so I gotta jump off. Sorry for the short stream and sorry for the abrupt end. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.